Were you aware of the 2018 HuffPost article about the Michigan retirees who found a loophole in the lotto? It's a fascinating story that was developed into a movie starring Bryan Cranston and Annette. Here's my review of Paramount Plus's new original comedy, Jerry and Marge Go Large. In addition to Bryan Cranston and Annette, Rainn Wilson, Tracy Thoms, Larry Wilmore, Anna Camp, and Yuli Schlesinger round out the principal cast. It was directed by short film Oscar winner David Frankel, who's directed a couple of episodes of The Morning Show, Entourage, and Inventing Anna. Great director. But he also directed The Devil Wears Prada and Marley and Me, which should have won Oscars, if you ask me. The screenplay was written by Wild Hogs scribe Brad Copeland. The screenplay was adapted from Jason Fagone's 2018 HuffPost article about a real-life retired cereal plant statistician, Joe Selbee, who discovers an anomaly or loophole in the Windfall Lotto in which betting in large quantities increases the odds of winning. In the beginning, Jerry secretly gambles his retirement savings before telling his wife, and he bets enough of it so that he can prove his theorem before telling his wife, Marge. She's game once he fills her in and lets her know that the odds are in their favor and she's willing to risk big so that they can win big. But eventually Windfall Lotto pulls out of their state. They live in Michigan and plays exclusively in Massachusetts where the betting's better. So Jerry and Marge drive the 8 hours from Michigan to Massachusetts a couple of times a month to bet and win big. Their winnings become so lucrative that they create a fund and pull the struggling hometown business owners in so that their businesses can remain viable in the community. Now, they buy 4,000 to 8,000 tickets at a time to increase their odds of winning. Eventually, though, a Harvard computer scientist figures out the formula and threatens to beat Jerry and Marge at the game. Now, he's better financed and has the backing of some of the wealthiest elites in the country. Tracy Thoms' character, a columnist for the Boston Globe, is angling for a story, but gets pushback from the Lottery Commission because a national story would put a stop to their gains, which doesn't just line their pockets, but also funds educational programs in Massachusetts. Well, Jerry is not easily intimidated and refuses to back down to this Harvard kid. He and Marge end up winning $24 million for the fund and for their small Everett, Michigan community. That's the basic premise. Now here's the thing. This should have been an entertaining rags to riches story, but I think too much of it was wasted in the first and second acts. It's slow-paced and disengaging. Other than the threat of this couple gambling away their nest egg, their modest retirement savings, playing the lotto, there are no meaningful stakes for them to overcome or to keep us, the audience, entertained. The abeyant antagonist isn't introduced until late in the second act, and his arc is weak and futile by then. Cranston and Benning make do with the script they had, and their chemistry is believable enough, but the story itself unfolds like a vlog. And Bryan Cranston's wardrobe as Jerry Selbee. Will you look at this? I know they were going for corn belt working class, but this wardrobe came off as campy, 1 hour photo Robin Williams, like it was purposed for a skit. On a grading scale, Jerry and Marge Go Large gets a C from me. But if you would like to watch this film, it's currently streaming on Paramount Plus. Thank you so much. If you stuck around this long, I certainly appreciate you. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time.